What's up, guys? This is Kensuke from KensukeART.com, illustrator and author of Manga for Dummies and figure drawing for dummies. And today I'm here from a rooftop and I'm going to show you how to use the quick access panel. But I'm not going to draw here. I'm using this rooftop because it's pretty crazy downstairs. Got remote learning. You know how it is. Alright, let's get right to it. So what is a quick access and what does it do? First off, if you're new to CSB, if you haven't done so, go to the window drop-down menu and make sure the quick access bar is selected. Here you'll find it located to my lower right. So the quick access, or what I like to call QAP, is where I store my shortcuts and tools and brushes that I frequently use. In short, it saves you time from having to scrounge back to the toolbar and switching back and forth between tools. And it's easily done by simply clicking on the tool that you want to store and drag it to the panel. So for example, I can take the smooth tool and drop it down here and it's stored. So if I go ahead and let's say if I'm using the erase tool, and I want to go back and replace it with a smooth tool. Instead of going all the way over here, I can just simply reach right here, click on the smooth tool, and I got it. Now if you want to delete it, simply go ahead, hit the right click button on the trackpad, and hit delete. And boom, it's gone. You can also reorganize your tools as well as categorize them in different custom selections. So for when I click and drag them downwards, you'll see that red line going across. That means I can release, and immediately it's separated by this line from the other tools that I have. You can also store your actions in the QAP as well. I myself haven't had the need to use actions as of yet, so I will perhaps cover that area at a later episode in the future. But here's a quick tip. I just want to make sure you do place the panel toward the lower corner of your drawing hand. This will help you save time that you can get to this panel smoothly without having to reach over to the side of my canvas. If you're left-handed, you would want to put this panel towards your lower left-hand corner. Now there is a command bar which functions like the quick access in that you can store shortcuts in both as well as brushes. As you can see how I have it way above my canvas. Others have the preference. I prefer to place my commands such as save as JPEGs, maximize window, create a new window. These are all commands that I don't use as often as I need to, but I do have them by my side in those rare occasions. They're essential, but I don't keep on selecting them every couple of seconds or so. But first, let me tell you why I'm not too crazy about the command bar. Is look how small, default by how small those tiny icons are. Now, if you're working on a small tablet size like I am, this is a 13HC Wacom tablet Cintiq, it's darn impossible to make out which icon brush you're selecting. So I prefer to keep all my go-to tools right here. So this is a piece I did for a client way back when. It's for a coffee machine, express machine. And you know, as you can tell, I mean, while the overall feel is there because of the deadlines and all, you know, there's some things that I do want to go back and spruce up just a little bit. So here I have my lasso fill tool. I might just show what I use them for. I click on the white and zoom in, and then let's say I want to go ahead and get rid of these lines here. Okay, and I notice here she's kind of missing a little bit of her arm. Go click that. That's my favorite Husky tool. Just add a little bit there. Moving on, this guy right back here, he's not quite right proportionally. I can easily fix that. Go ahead and get my lasso tool. Let's see what I want to do here. Now this does not mean I'm not using my keyboard shortcuts, like for example deselect, select all those things. You know, it's pretty much the same function as Photoshop. So I will apply that. But again, it's the specific tools, the lasso tool, the my favorite brush, the flip horizontal to make sure that they're proportionately consistent. The lasso fill tool, which I absolutely like to use. It's a definite must-have. Oops, I think I clicked on the lasso tool instead of the lasso fill. There you go. Alright, it's a little bit better. Let me go ahead. Not quite happy with that. Alright, that looks better. So like I said before, I still do use my command bar setting for some functions. And towards the end, let's say if I want to export that to JPEG, I'm going to hit here. This is my setting that I have. And I can go ahead and save it as my new image file that I want to give over to my rep for portfolio purposes. Now here's something that isn't widely used, and that is using the quick access to store your color palettes. Here you have the swatch color right here. I want to show you how using the quick access is a better and easier way to navigate through your workflow. This is a page from my Kickstarter Foreigner book 1 graphic novel. What I love about this quick access is I love the fact that the icons are larger, and I like how it's laid out. You see the name, and it also doubles up as my tool store. Workflow wise, I'm not moving to a different area in my layout just to access my colors. Now, if there was one complaint I had with Clip Studio, is that I wish I could drag and drop my colors like I do with my tools, instead of having to put my brush and right click on the trackpad to just add my color. And I'm going to go ahead and show you a demonstration on how I do it. Here we go. For example, here I have my skin of the character Nadia, her cloak, main character Kaz's skin color, and his shirt. Now imagine I had to do coloring for the characters if they appear in more than just one frame. Rather than going ahead, which I could, rather than going ahead and getting a drop tool and reapplying the color, I can simply use this as a color template and click here, and instantly get that color. That way there's no room for error. Let's say, for example, if I was just a little bit off, I might get a little different color because of the gradation, and that could totally mess up my whole process. So we don't want that. So let me show you how I drop the color in. For example, I haven't done the sky yet, so let's say I'll hit the sky here and double click. You see add drawing the color, and there it is. It gives you the default color RGB set. You'll want to change that by right click, name setting, and I'm going to type in sky. Okay. Now you'll notice that it's categorized them all together. Like the tool settings, I can even drag it down, click and drag. So I see that red line going across, let go, and you'll see that separating line, which really helps with color organization. This character right here, I'm gonna take her. These are prattle fairies. They eat crystals. Drawing color. So separate entity, so I'm going to drag down here. Head and select her wing color. It's not a big deal that double click, because what essentially I'm doing is I'm double clicking to use my left two fingers while I'm keeping the stylus on board. I'll name this wings. Okay. And for this one, I will name it shirt. Boom. Easy as that. Now here's another way how I organize my colors. This is for one of my good friends, but I was helping him with some of the flat coloring, and so I was getting his color palettes, and here it gave me a chance to organize to different categories between the mom or the kid or the wool or the background, the dad. Really a huge time saver. It helps, especially if you're working with multiple frames, 16 or 20 or plus. You don't want to keep on going back and opening and reopening up that file, looking for that color of the mom's shirt or something like that. You want to go quickly through the swatch, select that. So if you're doing the skin, select mom's skin, and instantly you get that. You save so much time by simply using the quick access palette. Here you don't get that. Here you just see the little swatch things, and hopefully you might get the right name. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad function. I myself prefer to use the quick access. I can go to colors, I can go to my tools, my editing, animation. I'm experimenting with a new pastel set. I'm using my pastels. If I wanted to create a new set, all I have to do is click here, the little three bars, hit create set, and I'll type in blah. And there you have a new set. If I wanted to, I can also delete that set. Delete set, delete blah, are you sure? Yes, no, I'm gonna hit yes. And boom, it's gone. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, list them below in the comment section. And as always, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. What are you waiting for? Now is a great time to do so. Also, let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see covered in the future. Till then, in Christ's peace, bye. Blah. I can't spell.